Alright guys, so today I made a bunch of new shiny speculations for the new Pokemon in Legends Arceus, all the new Hisuian forms, all the Hisuian evolutions, everything we've gotten so far. I made a couple of shiny variations for, so I'm just going to go through all of them today, and I hope you guys can comment if you like them, or comment any suggestions because I could always make a revision. But I think a lot of them turned out really good, and a lot of the Pokemon I'm already excited for, like the new Voltorb that got announced. So let's just get right into it. So the first one I started with, I kind of just went in the order that was on the website. I started with Weirdeer. So this is the Stantler evolution, and it is now normal and psychic type. So in the top right, you can see I kind of just did one based off of Shiny Stantler. The kind of like lime green, I try to make it a little less intense than Stantler's is. It doesn't look so bad, but it's not one of the good green shinies, so it's all right. The one next to it, I try to make it look more like a regular deer or like regular Stantler with the brown. I think it looks pretty nice, but kind of just normal. And then the bottom one, I did kind of like a magenta purple looking one because it's psychic type now. So I'm like, you know what, that looks all right. So those are my three for Weirdeer. Of the three of them, my favorite probably is the brown one, to be honest. I think it just looks the nicest, but the most likely one I believe is probably the green one. They're probably just gonna stick with it the same way. But on to the next one, which is Basculegion. So the top one, you can tell I tried to base it off of Shiny Basculin. Obviously, I kind of wanted to make one that was based off of the other form of Basculin, but who knows if they'll put that in the game. Like you'll be able to use either form, or who knows how it's gonna work. So I didn't base one off of the blue Basculin as much as I wanted to. The one in the middle, I started off by trying to kind of reverse the colors by making like the energy coming off of it, or whatever, trying to make that green and then make the body red, and I kind of ended up with that, which I think I probably should tone down the green a little bit, but I think it looks nice. But by far my favorite is the bottom one. I was kind of just messing around with colors sometimes if I didn't have a specific palette that I wanted to use, like the top right one where it's based off of the actual Basculin shiny. So the bottom one, I was just kind of messing around with some colors, and I thought that yellow looked really nice. And then I made the main part of its body a little bit more of a teal blue instead of the green, and I think that one turned out really nice, and that one looks really, really good, at least to me. So alright, now on to the new Scyther evolution Cleavor. So this one turned out kind of funny because I was trying to do one that looked kind of like Scyther's colors, which is the top right with the green, obviously, or Shiny Scizor. So it's kind of the same thing. And then the one to the left of it, the red one, was supposed to be based off of Scizor. So that one's red, obviously. And I think they both look pretty nice. And then I'm just like, well, I might as well just finish it out with a blue one. I think they all look pretty good. I think as long as they make it just a kind of a different color swap, I don't see this being a bad shiny. I don't think they could really go wrong with this. The only thing I think I probably would have improved to my own designs is maybe changing the blades, making them like maybe silver. Yeah, I probably should have made them silver, at least for like the red one with Scizor. But I think they turned out pretty alright. I mean, I'm excited for this one, but it's probably not my favorite of all the things that I've made. Alright, on to one of the ones I'm probably the most excited for is Voltorb. I think its design looks great. I think it's super cool. I actually made 4 for this one, because I was going to use the yellow one, or the kind of the amber looking one, because I really like that one. And then I'm like, well, I could make one that looks like a Master Ball kind of as well. So, I started off with the blue teal looking one. I made it a little bit different than regular shiny Voltorb, but it's still mainly blue. So that's the one I started with, obviously, because that's the one they are most likely going to replicate. I thought the green also looked really nice because it is a grass type now. It's grass and electric. So I think the top right one would also be really nice. The top 2 are probably my favorites. And then I thought the amber looked nice as well because, again, it is grass electric, so I think that kind of just looks nice with it. I mean, honestly, I almost wish they had different colors of the Hisuian form because they're based off of the apricorns that are used to make them. And then the bottom right one, obviously, is based off the Master Ball. I was debating whether or not I wanted to change the little eyebrow on it to make it different colored because it is a little bit M-shaped. but usually they don't do stuff like that, so I just left it how it was. But I think it would be cool if they did a Master Ball themed one and they had the M looking out eyebrow be white, so it kind of stood out. But that's mine for Voltorb, and I'm really excited for this. And if you haven't seen my other video, I made a hypothetical Hisuian Electrode form, so I'm very excited to see how that turns out as well. Now, one of the most exciting forms for the new games are Zorua and Zoroark, and I kind of just put them on the same page here. Because for the other ones like Voltorb and Growlithe, we haven't gotten their evolutions yet, but we have both of them for this. So I started out with the bottom one in the middle. I kind of tried to make it purplish like the original Shiny Zorua. I tried messing around with the colors and kind of trying to turn the white into black, how regular Zorua was, and it didn't turn out right. So I kind of just stuck with changing the colors on the ends of its fur, and I think these all look very nice. So the bottom one is based off of the original Zorua. The top left, I made it kind of looking kind of like an ice type. I know it's not ice type, but it does like live in the snowy mountains, so I thought giving it kind of a nice light blue like that looks cool. And then the top right one is a little bit of a deviation from the original shiny Zorua and Zoroark. It's not purple, but it's a little different. I think it looks really nice as well. I think they're all really. I don't think they could really go wrong with this one. I think they all look really nice, and I'm super excited for them both either way. So these ones all turned out really good. And on to Braviary. So as you can see in the top right, the blue obviously is supposed to replicate the original shiny Braviary. So I think that one turned out pretty nice. And to the left of it, I kind of made its all of its colors kind of more muted. I made it brown, and then the little psychic stuff coming out of its head, I just made that muted gray. So look, it's kind of just regular, eagle colors. And then the bottom right, I was kind of just messing around with the colors on that one. I picked that kind of nice magenta red looking color. And then I think the green with the little bit of pinkish red inside the psychic part looks really nice on that. But of my favorites of these three, gotta go with the top right one, the throwback to original shiny Braviary. I think that one looks really nice, and I can't wait to fly around on this as well. That's gonna be so awesome. Alright, and the last one I made, but not the least, is the new Growlithe form, Hisuian Growlithe. So, top right, obviously, is a replication of the original shiny Growlithe. But for the one below it, I made it brown because it's a rock type now, so I thought that one was kind of fitting. I'm assuming we're probably, at least for Growlithe, I think we're definitely going to get the same shiny. That just seems like what's going to happen. I don't think Pokemon's going to be too ambitious by changing them up a whole bunch. But I was, so I made one that was blue as well. I don't really have a reason for that. I just thought it looked kind of nice. But I can't wait to see the evolution as well. Hisuian Arcanine, I think people are super excited for that as well. But I think I really like the two on the right. I think those two make the most sense, either a throwback to the original Growlithe or one that looks more like a rock type. But yeah, that is all of my shinies, so I really appreciate everyone that watched. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day.